one. So, about a week ago or so, Nonsense did a live stream where she really a lot of people of doing a lot of things, but more importantly, she squawked at Steve. Now, a few nights ago, I did a reactionary video to her stream, but really, I don't really care to upload the whole thing because well, I'm just responding to a bunch of bullshit and squawking for that matter. So I thought instead I would just grab a few clips of it, mash them up together, and then just post the video and see what you. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy.
Whatever.
You little mouthy, fucking stand behind the bar. Just go back to what you're good at doing, mixing drinks.
I am very good at my job. In fact, I would sit here and say confidently that I'm a great fucking bartender. I'm not just great at mixing drinks, though I am very great at mixing drinks. I'm very great at just creating drinks, making drinks, adding a bit of flair to the drinks, like a pleasing aesthetic to them. Layered drinks. In fact, well, technically I am a mixologist, though I don't like to use that term because really I don't use it for anything. And it does kind of sound kind of pretentious, Basically means is that I'm a bartender who's got a little bit of knowledge in chemistry, or not even that, like physics, really, more than chemistry. Well, maybe both. I don't know. Anyway, but beyond that, I'm very good at my job. I'm very good at making the most of important moments in customers' lives, whether they're there because they're there for a celebration of life party, or they just came from a funeral, or they just got engaged, or their kid just graduated college, whatever the case may be. I get to be a part of these big, important events in people's lives. I get to be a part of it. I get to be in fact, kind of a center focus of it for a bit. And I add to that whole experience. I make it easier for those who are there in troubled times. And I make it that much more better for those who are there to celebrate. And you know why? Because I'm very good at my job. I'm very good at caring about people. I'm very good at making the most of any situation for anyone. That's what I do. So you can sit here and say, go back to making drinks, go back and get behind the bar. That's great. I don't care. Whether you tell me to or not, that's probably what I'm going to do. That's something that you would never be able to do, at least not to my standards.
I hope you heard what I said to you earlier. And I'm sorry. I admitted it the other night to somebody else too. I said, you know what? I did. I shouldn't have said it without showing the proof right then and there. But this is one of...
Holy shit. You actually just admitted that you don't show receipts. You admitted to coming on and doing a live stream and talking shit about something and not showing any receipts. Oh my God. And it's great too that you recognize this as being a wrong thing to do and something you shouldn't have done. That's awesome. That's a wonderful. Now, if only you would just take on the same attitude and admit the same bullshit for every other stream you did. You might be on the pathway to being a little less shitty of a person. All right. Well, one could hope, I guess. I mean, even bottom bitches come with receipts, Becky.
One of those situations I realize I'm spinning nowhere. And that is a situation that I do not take lightly at all, nor will I even go down with her. And in time, unfortunately, I think there's a lot more. I know there's a lot more that's about to come out.
Oh, what?
I know there's a lot more that's about to come out.
More is coming, huh? I mean, Vanna's relationships with people in her personal life have nothing to do with any of the claims she has made regarding you in the Marvin situation. And that's why you don't like her, no? Because she made a lot of claims and she backed up a lot of claims. We both did, So whether or not she has drama in her personal life and whether or not this drama becomes known in YouTube, it doesn't change the fact that you targeted a grieving mother online. You harassed her. You berated her. You lied on her. You tried to have her arrested. And you ran this narrative against her for months. Nothing you say or prove about Vanna and her personal life is going to change that.
It earlier, and you guys might not have heard it. Even when Kathy and I were having our tiff, Kathy never backed down from supporting me or telling the truth about what was happening. Kathy never wavered in that, and that's called integrity. And I owe her a huge thank you, because a lot of people have been involved in this bullshit and ducktail and ran. There's some other people over here that I don't think they want to be named specifically, but without those people, I wouldn't be here today.
Why do I feel like this kind of a shot at like say Nunya or something? you propping Kathy P up on a pedestal after talking mad shit about her for a while. But now that Nunya isn't right here with you, you know, backing your every fucked up move, now you're moving Kathy into her slot. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know.
And then they sit there and brag about hacking people's emails and doing all this shit, you know. Hey, fun as hell, right?
That whole email thing, like, it's just a Google Chrome extension. That's it. And it doesn't hack anything. It doesn't put a hot link or whatever on it. It just tracks an email. Like, they've been around forever, and they're completely legit and legal, and tons of people have them and use them. They're not as effective as they once were, because I think a lot of the like email servers, or, you know, websites, whatever, have applied like static IDs to servers. So really, they're not really that effective anymore. And even when they were effective, the only thing that they provided was maybe the public IP, which means it just gives a general region area. It's wherever your ISP servers are. That's where, that's the location that comes up, and that's if they in fact did trace back to your public IP. I don't think they ever did. I think that they traced back to the emails servers IP, which, I mean, you can get that from just by the email headers. It takes 5 seconds. So I don't understand why this is such a big deal. This has never. You can't use a hot link or grabified link or whatever to obtain anyone's location. There's public IPs and there's private IPs. You can't get private IP. The only things that's really going to get a private IP is like a subpoena or a search warrant to an ISP. That's what's going to do it, maybe. Nothing else will. You don't just hack into this shit and learn like someone's like street address or whatever. That doesn't happen. It doesn't. It sure as hell doesn't happen through a fucking Google Chrome extension. I mean, Jesus Christ.
To me anymore.
Oh my
This
God.
has crossed every boundary that I have ever had. I asked her to stop. She has not stopped. She claimed that she stopped doing videos on me in February. Meanwhile, she has done a video on me almost every time she does a video. I mentioned in it. Even in that Backwoods Barbie video, she mentions me numerous times.
Everything you are claiming that she has done, I guarantee. I'm sure she's done videos of you on you. I don't know how frequent or often, but sure, she's done videos where she's talked about you. What are you doing now? What have you been doing for the majority of your time on YouTube? The same exact thing. We're allowed to talk about one another. We are allowed to do that. I don't know what to say. You can do any, rebuttal videos you want if you think that information was wrong. Sure, go for it. But this shit here on the side, the law involved. I mean, what? Oh my God! Like, you're not gonna be happy until YouTube just is like a ghost town. To it's not fun anymore. Like, you want to suck the fun out of everything. You do. I mean, this is no different than a group of girls or whatever hanging out and talking about another group of girls or whatever. Like, this shit happens every day in real life. Okay, it's just happening here on YouTube. and you want to try and stop it. You want to try and stop human fucking nature on YouTube. Okay.
And not saying like taking myself out, not in that way. Please don't take it that way. I wouldn't be on YouTube because those people have held me up when I had no more in me. The last 2 weeks trying to compile and relive every bit of the last year and a half have fucked me up. I did not even realize the.
Imagine what they would be like for Letitia to do, huh? I mean, it would fuck her up, I bet. And she'd still be grieving the loss of her child. So
there's a list of like 50 fucking people that they've targeted and harassed. And they use people like this to do their dirty work and wash their hands of it. They keep their hands clean that way. That's what a true cult leader does.
Who's they? The 50 people. I mean, that's a lot of people. So who's pulling the strings on all 50 of these people? Like, seriously. And God damn it, if Steve gets credited for this, I mean, why can't I ever be the cult leader? Why, is it because I'm a chick? Is that why? Because, you know, there's been female cult leaders before. I can be just as good of a cult leader probably as anyone else. Or at least I could be, you know, accused of being one as good as anyone else. So, like, why can't it be me? Why can't I be the one behind everything? Why does it always have to be fucking Steve? I mean, do you just hate women or something? Do you not think women are capable of all these like glorious things that you credit men with doing or something? I mean, it's just fucked up. It is. It's fucked up.
They're good at the manipulation tactics, and they always have a bottom bitch willing to do their run-in at their girls, and that's Casey.
How am I the bottom bitch?
Ain't nothing but a bottom bitch.
Wait, what?
Ain't nothing Casey. Because then they always have a bottom bitch willing to do their cult leader does. They're good at the manipulation tactics, and they always have a bottom bitch willing to do their run-in at their girls, and that's Casey. Ain't nothing but a bottom.
I see you talking about me and my bottom bitchiness seems to have triggered something in you because I just heard you light a cigarette during that talk. Apparently you needed something to calm down or something. I don't know. Or I drove you to smoke maybe. I don't know. You really should consider quitting. But in the meantime, I love that you felt you needed one at that point.
Bottom bitch. And now you hear her say that she was.
What does bottom bitch even mean? I don't know what that means. I'm guessing it's not good. It sounds like it's not good. But really, what does it mean to be a bottom bitch? I don't understand the insult. I guess maybe, I don't know. I just haven't had that much experience with the definition of bottom bitch, nor had I had to. But you apparently have.
Brought in to investigate this. Well, investigate what? Because you suck.
Wait, what?
She was brought in to investigate this. Well, investigate what? Because you suck.
Who was?
Because your investigation would have never led you to any part of me because I've never been associated with the people you've tried to associate with me or associate me with. Fuck, I didn't even like Uni. I was nice to him. I gave the guy a pass because I genuinely didn't really give a shit.
He's got tiny hands.
Kyle knows how much I didn't like him, but I kept it cute and kept it mute. Okay. I wish I wouldn't have now.
Wow. Man. That's not gonna help gain you any collaborations going forward. I mean, because it sounds to me like you pretended to like another content creator. You were nice to this other content creator. You even maybe like fed into their, or fluffed their ego or whatever. I mean that figuratively. And all the while you were despising this person and making mental notes of things that you could later use against this person. So you were deceiving, conniving, manipulative, and dishonest. Why? Why not just dislike him and move on? Why do you have to play these elaborate games? Why do you have to resort to such trickery over fucking Unirock? Like, that just seems like a lot of work for very little to no reward. And it's really painting you in a horrible light. I mean, oh man. I don't see how anyone could really trust anything you say after that, because I mean, if you would go to those extremes and pretend like that and lie and deceive like that for fucking Unirock, then you'll do it for anyone, really.
Now, but I did. Shit, I realized I was talking to creators in March, explaining to them that I was going to expose his ass. I was done with it. I was done with him when he went on panel with Goose and Molly. I called him out then. Shit. No, Helen, you're okay, girl. You got life too.
Wow. So you roped other creators into your deception here. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, you didn't even know him. And what? You realized, so what? It sounds to me like you were actually cool with Unirock and working with him until he did something that you just didn't agree with. And that's when he went on panel with Molly and Justin. You then decided that he was now your enemy. So now you had to what? Work behind the scenes to hurt him because he did something you didn't like. Holy shit. I think at this point, any content creator who works with you after hearing this, well, they're really, I don't know, they're to blame for anything. I'm not to blame, I don't know, but they really can't cry victim after that because there's no bigger red flag than this shit right here. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's not even just content creating. Like, I wouldn't want to be your friend after hearing this shit. I wouldn't want you to, I don't know, be anywhere near my life. Holy shit.
I haven't even, like, this has been so, people have been telling me about what's been going on the other side of the community and stuff. And I've been like, sure. Okay. I can't even comprehend all of that at the same time if this has been going on. That's why I'm such a loner. And I do feel very isolated at times because this has been such a different experience than most, like, they're all infighting, like falling out, doing all those things. I've just been harassed and stalked and defamed and slandered and, you know, all of that for a year and a half by the same group that is affiliated with every single person that has done something terrible to our lives. And then they sit there.
Prove it. You said it was associated with every single person who's done something terrible to our lives. Okay, who's associated with who and who did what to your life? See, this is what the problem is, nonsense. This is where you get yourself into trouble. This is where I don't know. This is where you get mad. You get mad because you make these claims, but you know you can't prove these claims. So you keep making these claims, and we keep proving you wrong with your claims, and then you get really mad. How about you just, I don't know, be honest about these claims? Because I guarantee you, man, I promise you on everything I hold dear, I've never once tried to do anything to harm you or your family, nor have I even tried to find out anything about you or your family. Okay? Sure, in the very beginning, I was curious who you were online. I didn't care to know where you lived. I cared to know your name, and more importantly, maybe a username like on YouTube or Twitter or something. Okay? That's the extent of it. And I don't care if you dislike that. Tough shit. But beyond that, I guarantee you, I promise you, not even an attempt, not even a care. But you're going to sit here and keep lumping me in with everyone else. Now, how is that honest? How is that not defamatory to me? So you want to sit here and say that, oh, these people have stalked, doxed, harassed, like you sound just like the Katie Joy fucking on repeat there. But you want to sit there and make these claims. Well, honey, you've done the same shit to many people. Like, even before this community here on YouTube, you've done the same shit to people on Instagram. You've done the same shit to people on Facebook. Quite a few, actually. You've been behind a lot of fucked up shit there. A lot more fucked up than anything that we've done here on YouTube. But I digress. I don't really care. That's them. But even here on YouTube, you've done the same fucking shit. Hell, here you are. Like, what do you call this if not like stalking, doxing, and harassing someone? You're pulling up non-important, non-relevant tidbits of someone's personal life because you don't like that they accused you of your public activity on a public platform. You don't like that first made accusations against you regarding the Marvin McRae situation. Never mind that she came with receipts every time. But I digress. You don't like that. And then you didn't like that she called you out when you tried claiming that, or accusing her of lying about her brother. You said that first she said this story, then she said this story. And she clearly proved to you that no, fam. Every step of the way when it was discussed, I said the same fucking story. Same thing. You just need to you needed to listen to like maybe 30 seconds more of the stream or something at the time. I don't know. So, because you don't like that. And here's the thing. You don't have to believe her about her brother, about her story with her brother. You don't have to believe her. No one says that. You can sit there and say in the live stream, yeah, I just don't buy it. I don't believe it. I think she's full of shit. You can say that. But you tried to state as fact that she was lying. And then you tried to present evidence that you thought possibly proved this when it didn't. That's where people took issue. And you did it over such a sensitive subject matter as that. That's the problem. You don't have to believe her. You don't have to pretend you believe her. You can come right out and say every time it's brought up, you don't believe her. Okay. Doesn't matter, because that's not what her channel's about. That's not what any of this is about. That's not why any of us are here. It's not the important topics or issues or subject matter that we all have been discussing. So it doesn't matter. But you want to make it matter because you thought for a second you had something on that girl. That's why. That's pathetic. That's you grasping at straws because you can't argue the merit or the facts of what it is you're pissed off about. You can't. So you're digging in the dirt, looking for whatever juicy tidbit you can find to try to discredit her or whatever. She can be discredited in that way. It doesn't change the fact that she came with receipts and she proved your ass. She proved you were full of shit. Anything else you discover about her or allegedly doesn't change that. It doesn't. And that's where I'm stuck at. Okay. I don't care what you think of me. You can call me bottom bitch. You can call me whatever the hell you want. It doesn't change the fact that you are a piece of shit for what you did. Now, maybe you're not a piece of shit in general, but your actions depicted you as being a piece of shit at that time. Okay. It doesn't matter how much you want to throw a tantrum about it and say all these ridiculous things like we're in fucking 7th grade or something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. So, and that's the only argument and discussion I really care to have, if we were to ever have one, is to argue or discuss the very things that kind of intertwined us on YouTube here. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about your personal life. I don't care about anyone's personal life. But I do care. I do care about what I saw you all put Miss Letitia through for months on end and say the most horrific shit about and accuse. And though I can't prove it, it is absolutely of my belief and opinion that you all did it for Katie Joy. I can't think of a worse fucking reason to do a worse fucking thing. So, yeah. Say what you want. I don't really care. I have fun. It doesn't change the fact of what you did. And, and we shouldn't all be made to pay for our sins of the past, forever. I get that. But usually, though, people are more likely to forget about them when someone acknowledges what they did. But you're not about to do that. I know you're not. So until then, you just won't be trusted. And now, after hearing how you fucking connived and went around like a snake here on YouTube and Unirocks fucking circles. I can't imagine anyone should trust you now, but I'm sure someone will. I'm sure. So yeah, that's where we're at. As far as Veda goes, and I know a lot of people have been discussing whether or not she has a son or a nephew. Why does it matter? Like, okay, sure. If you're a viewer of hers and you feel like you were lied to or something like that, okay, I get that. But I mean, you also can't blame her. I mean, you can disagree with it, but you can look at this and see what's happened with all these threats and everything, and you hear nonsense talking about family 17 times in a stream. Surely you can understand why someone might take extra precaution at keeping the most important people in their lives a secret or just out of the spotlight, whatever. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But I don't really think anyone can not understand it, you know? On that note, I'm done. So, goodbye.
Okay, now it's time for member shoutouts. I'd like to thank Sally Godfrey, Estella Havisham, Anna, Allison Dignan, A.H., Frankie Frankenstein, Miss L85, Feeling Kind of Breezy, Nene, Chanel Smith, Straysky, Mikkel Wells, Sassy Nos, Eliar, Former Human, Stephen Mindy, The Butterfly Den, RTD, Laura 60, Chanley, Cha-Cha Charming, Greenworm 79, Nurse Linny, Dash X, Monica, Bobby and Gizmo, Zeta, Chad Warden, Cindy Holden, Hank Texas, The Crazy Lady, Aaron, Cowbell, Betty Hughes, Animal Lover 555, Natural Crime with Nikki, Country Girl Brenda, Misty, Jess, Tequila Alive in Me. It's alive in me, it's alive in everyone. Tiffany Hoff, Alice, Joan Smith, Robin Becker, Kathy Needs a Snickers, Elizabeth Brogna, Megan Broussard, Rena Rude, Tennessee Valmont, The Gypsies, DC, Linda Reese, channel has been deleted. Indigo Halo, Nappy from Canada, Nana Hot, Leah, Cheryl, Leslie Correa, Sean Coffey, Cheryl Tobiason, Hush Puppy, Rhonda Smith, Justin for All, Chronically B Queen B, Where Are the Miracles, Crafty Florida Lady, Sakara Bear, Sue, Heather McDonald, Sassy Elmo, Reagan, Flying Mom Laura, Berber, Berillion, Autistic Show, I'm fucking Reagan, Osbell, Sue Elliott, Sunny D, Clearview, Jen Gerard, and Poodlerific. Thank you for joining and thank you everyone for watching. And remember, if people talking shit about you on the internet is what pisses you off, well, then just be more like Gandhi. Be the change you wish to see in the world. And shut the fuck up!